Pakistan became the frontline state to beat back the Soviets from Afghanistan and turned a national war of liberation into a war of into what they called a holy war, a jihad. And jihad as a concept didn't exist on the international level. It was revived by the CIA, by American foreign policy, in order to fight the Russians, and that started drawing people from Yemen, Chechnya, and all over the Middle East, Pakistan, around the world. And after the Afghan war ended and the Russians withdrew, and into the void that was left when America turned its back and said, okay, we're done with Afghanistan, into that void came the Taliban, which were also so-called Taliban, because Talib actually means students. Taliban is the plural of students. So they've hijacked the terminology, the good terminology. I think that we need to not even call them jihadis or holy warriors or anything, and the word that we use in Pakistan now is fasadi. Fasad means to create disruption or to just create trouble. So the fasadis, the West was involved in creating them in order to beat back Russia from Afghanistan. The biggest contribution has come from Saudi Arabia in terms of ideology, what we call the Wahhabi mentality, which also includes right now the takfiri. The takfiris are the people who say, Muslims who say that another person is not a Muslim or should be killed or whatever. Takfiri Wahhabi ideology is what is feeding these militants on the basis of which they feel justified in violent action and murder. This outrage continues, but at the same time there's a lot of confusion, because when they target something like the school kids in Peshawar, there's widespread outrage. But when they target a Shia mosque, or when they kill Ahmadi Muslims, or when they target other people that the Wahhabi Takfiris don't consider to be Muslims, there's a kind of an unspoken thing like, well, maybe that, almost like justification, like it's okay as long as they attack those guys, but because they are not part of the mainstream. And that's, I think, what we are fighting against, the Takfiri mindset. Nobody has a right to say you are not a Muslim or you should be killed for your beliefs or anything like that. The media, I think, feeds that by, whenever they do something really horrendous, all eyes turn to that. So that's what they keep doing. And I think what we need to focus on is more things like this, what people are doing to counter that and strengthen the people, strengthen the system, strengthen democracy in Pakistan. I think it's a long-term thing. I don't think there's a short-term thing. The Pakistan government needs to be strengthened and enabled to take action against these people. The legal system needs to be empowered and to be strengthened to deal with these criminals. And there's no overnight solutions to a situation that's been like 30, 40 years in the making. So I think it's really important to keep an eye on the longer thing and not try and gain political capital by making short knee-jerk reactions. Yes, there needs to be military action also, but the long-term solution is political. Democratic political process is what will neutralize them in the longer term.